IMTV! Well, hello all in Iron Maiden land. This is Dave reporting in once again. This is beginning of part 2, actually, I suppose. And we are in sunny Melbourne. It looks sunny when it's actually a bit nippy. But anyway, I can't complain. It's a lot better than it is at home. But here we are at the Rod Laver Arena, which you can see behind me for the second night of the shows in Melbourne. And sadly, we couldn't film anything yesterday because we were a bit busy. So sorry about that. But last night's show was an absolute stonker, I have to say. And I'm sure tonight will be equally the same. And we're going to try and catch up, as always, with a few of you punters out there and see what you thought of last night, if some of you came along, and if you didn't, what you'll think of tonight or what you're expecting about tonight. So let's go and see what people thought. Okay, well, here we are. And first of all, what's your name?
Peter.
Peter, and where are you from, Peter?
I'm from Newborough, mate.
And where would that be to someone who's not from around here?
Newborough would be about 120 kilometres south east of here.
So you've come.
In the Pro Valley.
So you've come a bit of a way for this evening, eh?
Yes, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours drive.
Yep.
Okay. Now you kind of mentioned as you were walking past that you've seen these guys a couple of times before. Now when would that have been, roughly?
Roughly, yeah. I seen them in the early '80s twice at Festival Hall in Melbourne.
Oh right, and actually it must have been quite a while ago now because they haven't been here since '92. So that was a fair while ago.
Yeah, well I missed the '92 one, but I seen the two in the '80s.
And do you remember anything specific about those evenings that made you sort of come back tonight, or?
Run to the Hills.
Oh yeah.
Number of the Beast. It was just a great night, and you were just rocking all night, mate. It was just great.
Okay, well I think.
I might be an alpha up and I'm back.
Well, I think you might. You probably enjoy this evening because I think you'll probably hear a couple of those.
My word.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Okay, no worries. Have a good night, yeah?
You too.
Well, have you guys seen Maiden before, or?
Oh, mate, we've been holding out for 20 years to see the bastards. It's like grown up on them.
Okay, and did you see, what about the reviews in the paper? Did you see anything yesterday? What's the buzz?
In the Geelong paper, they did not mention one thing about them.
Really?
Not one. And it made me ashamed to be a Vic.
Oh, dear.
They didn't even come to Adelaide. They didn't even come to Adelaide.
Well, there are plans, so you'll just have to wait. They maybe might.
Future, is it? Going up, leading into it.
So, I mean, in terms of, obviously they've gone to Perth, Melbourne now, Sydney, and then Brisbane. Which do you think is the best place to see Iron Maiden?
Well, look at this place, man. Yeah, Adelaide would be the place.
Oh, man. Fuck Adelaide.
Adelaide would be the place, even though they've never come.
Well, I mean, well.
They got banned in 1985, live after death.
Ask him.
They got banned. This is a news story.
They made too much noise. They were banned from Theberton Theatre in Adelaide.
Ah, this could be a reason why we didn't go to Adelaide.
Yeah, I never saw the gig, but they were banned for excessive noise.
Okay. So are you guys all from around here? Are you from Melbourne?
We're from Adelaide.
Here from Adelaide.
So you've come all the way from Adelaide to see this show.
Absolutely. Yep.
Petrol conspiracy.
Yeah.
Drive all the way here to watch it.
They would go off down there.
So Adelaide is.
Iron Maiden! Yeah!
Okay, guys. So where have you guys come from today?
Torquay in Victoria, Australia.
So how far would that be from
A
here?
couple of hours down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And have you seen Maiden before, or?
sure have. Yeah, back when we were a kid in '85 when they were here. Then in '92, and then they're back again.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time, mate.
And well, first of all, what's your name? We didn't get your name.
Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy, and this is
Jeremy, my son.
Jeremy.
how you doing?
And my wife, Karen.
Hello, how you going?
Maiden fans.
Born and bred by it looks like.
That's it. Leading him in the right path. He's here.
And is there anything you're looking forward to tonight? Favourite song?
Aces High.
Ooh, Aces High, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
He'll be pleased early.
Hopefully they open up with it and we'll be on. Winston Churchill's speech and rip into it, mate. Aces High.
Well, yeah, there's a little treat for you as well, because you'll get to see a little bit more about the tour tonight for the first time. So we're trying a little something out tonight.
For once, we'll actually get a stage show in Australia or what? Just not an Eddie like last time. It'll be good.
No, you should get the whole thing.
Shit, this is going to be a good night. We're stoked.
Well, it's good to have you here anyway. So hopefully you enjoy the show.
We will. Thanks very much. Up the irons! Woo!
Okay. Well, here we are, Sydney. Bit of a grey day, you can probably tell by the background, but I thought I'd go for a quick walk, and here I was wandering down past the circular harbour here, and I sort of heard this noise coming from the Opera House kind of way, and I turn around and I see this lot. Oi, oi! Okay, well, I saw a friendly face here. We saw the match. I saw you actually in Melbourne as well, a couple of times. Have you?
A few times in the summer, I think.
And for those who don't know you here, I mean, obviously between friends, but what's your name and where are you from?
My name's Lil. I'm from Israel, small country, far, far away from here. Travelled quite a few miles to get here, but it's all worth it, definitely.
And explain. I mean, I assume this is all IronMaiden.com meetup kind of thing, is it? It was a big surprise to me.
Oh, was it? Yeah, we're kind of crazy over there. There's a few of us, as you can see. And we're gonna have a big barbecue in a bit. We need to get some meat in us, and yeah.
And so, well, just returning from the Sydney Opera House, and bump into a couple of familiar faces and a new face here as well. This is Yu Shimida, I believe, from Japan.
Yeah.
All the way from Japan.
Yeah. This is my first time in Australia. But it's so far I saw 3 gigs in Perth and 2 gigs in Melbourne. It's fantastic. Anyway, it's great. Yeah.
And Philippe from France.
Yeah, first time in Australia too. Just a dream come true. The opposite of the world for me. I needed a good reason to come here, and that was a good one.
So this is the first visit, yeah?
In Australia, yeah. Sure.
It's a long way to come.
Yeah, and a long way back in a few days. But Melbourne was great, and hopefully Sydney will be just the same.
Alex from Switzerland.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Now you're here kind of on professional purposes, aren't you? Because I know you're taking a few shots for magazines and stuff, right?
Yeah, actually I'm doing a magazine in my free time. It's called Metal World Magazine. It's actually the only one German-spoken metal rock magazine in Switzerland. But yeah, took some pictures, the first shows, but now I'm writing some things down and for a report, but of course I'm here for seeing the band.
Right then, we've come about the instigator of this event, I believe. So if you want to tell me how this all came about.
Well, about 5 months ago, I saw the ad in the paper and joined the Iron Maiden fan club. I've been a fan of Iron Maidens for 20 odd years. I saw them at the Horden Pavilion back in the 80s.
Wow, okay.
And actually went to the concert on crutches. I just got out of hospital, so I was pretty keen to get there. And but basically, I saw reading through the fan club website that they have meetups, and I thought it'd be a good idea to do a meetup for in Sydney. And I got in touch with Roger the Beast, and we had a few conversations, and I came up with a few ideas, and we've come up with the idea of the photo shoot here at the Opera House, a suggestion from Philco through the fan club. And we've booked the Glenmore Hotel for the rooftop, and we're having a barbecue and drink night up there. So that goes to 11. And after 11 o'clock, we're heading off to Club Blink, which is down at Central Station, and they'll be playing Maiden for us all night till 5 in the morning. And
5 in the morning?
5 in the morning. And we've got metal bands on 2 different levels in there as well. So it's going to be a big night. And the drink night in the Glenmore is it's a deal, $40 for as much as you can drink, and I'm sure we're going to drink a hell of a lot.
I would imagine this is going to be quite a serious Maiden weekend then, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, it is. And then basically tomorrow we kick on again at 1 o'clock. I've got 20 odd people coming to my place for a do that I've put on there, and we'll be playing Maiden all afternoon, a couple of buses organised, and 400 beers, 10 bottles of spirits, 20 bottles of wine, so it's going to be a big couple of days.
I think you're going to need your drinking boots, aren't you?
yeah, absolutely. So,
I mean, have you been quite surprised by the reaction you got from the posting, or?
Oh yeah, it's been sensational. So lots of positive feedback from people, and lots of people have been, like really eager and keen to come here, and we've got over 70 people here, so it's going to be a big night.
Well, have you actually travelled anywhere and done anything like this yourself, or is this like this was recently joined the fan club and
recently
then
joined the fan club? So I've seen that people travel and do all sorts of things, and I flew down to Melbourne on Wednesday night and saw it in Melbourne on Wednesday night. Had the FTTB there. So Iron Nikki took me in as her partner for the FTTB, which was sensational. Yeah. Had Bruce sitting on the speaker right in front of me, and it was just absolutely amazing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, as this is meant to be going out on ironmaiden.com sometime soon when we get around to editing it, basically I suppose you should give your name and handle and sort of say a big hello out to all the people out there, I think. Straight to the camera. If there's any people you want to particularly say thanks to, or...
yeah, okay.
Go away.
Yeah, no, I'd firstly like to thank Roger, the Beast, for all the help that he gave me in putting this together, and also... Iron Nikki for giving me the FTTB, and that came through from me organising this, and a thread was put up where they helped me get the FTTB. I was just absolutely stoked with that. There's just so many people, like I've met so many people in this fan club that I've become really good friends with. Philco, I met Philco on the Gold Coast, absolutely awesome. We went out on New Year's Eve till the early hours of the morning, and just great. It's just, the feeling I get in this place is just sensational.
Yes. Right, day 2, Sydney. The sun's finally come out. And I'm here with the jolly happy snapper of Iron Maiden, Mr. John McMurtry. And and what are we doing here, John, right now? We've just been taking a couple of shots of Steve, I believe.
Yeah, we've just done a fantastic shot of Steve looking out over the bay with the Sydney Opera House. We've got the Sydney Harbour Bridge here. Yeah, it's a really nice shot, and everything looks really good. We're now up to 7,001 shots, and we're only on day 9 of the tour. But all's going good, all's looking great.
So, obviously the people, this is for ironmaiden.com world, really, more than anything else. They're seeing your shots, and how does that whole process work? You basically take us through it.
Well, basically, we'll shoot the gig, or if it's a travel day, we'll be shooting the plane, the unload, the guys getting out, all the fans. And then in the evening we upload them to the website, we upload them to an FTP server, and basically they've got a choice of shots that go through, and that's why you're getting these shots quite quickly on this tour. So most evenings there'll be fresh stuff going through, and so far so good, it's all looking good.
And obviously with the pyro has some inherent risks when you're at the front of the stage. What do you do? Literally just duck down and when it goes bang?
Stand at the back. That's the safe option. But no, it's all looking great. We're just down there with a fisheye at the front of the stage, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing show. So if you haven't seen it, you've got something amazing coming up.
And what would you say to any budding sort of photographers? I'm sure there must be quite a few in bands, and they want to take a good picture of themselves and that kind of thing. Anything you'd recommend?
Yeah, if you want to do a good band shot, just try and crop in tight, and try and get a location that's fairly neutral and makes the band stand out. That's probably the most important thing. Just get rid of clutter behind, or get something like this as your backdrop, and you can't really go wrong, to be honest. Yeah, all this clutter here, Steve's just pointed out, especially those big pointy things.
And so far, any particular highlight we've had? I mean, we're about 11, 12 days in now, something like that?
Yeah, I think Australia has probably been the most photogenic place we've done, but we've done an amazing shot on stage with pyros, with the band, with the Eddie. And I'd say that's probably one of my favourites so far. Everything went really good with that. I was 20 feet up in the air on a forklift truck looking down on the stage. And superb pictures, but you won't see those for probably a few weeks. We're holding those ones back.
Yeah, so you just have to wait for them. Anyway, thanks, John.
All right,
thanks for the little chat. Quick, get in the helicopter.
Gotta go.
We're off. Well, we're just down here at where are we exactly? Some point somewhere near the hotel. We've just done a quick shot, and we're in Sydney, but we've already done that bit. But anyway, so I've just have a quick chat with the four-stringed fury, otherwise known as Mr. Steve Harris. So this is for the IronMaiden.com people. So basically, how has it been going so far?
Fantastic. Yeah, it's been. 15 years since we were last here, and it shows in a way because the fans are just so up for it. It's just unbelievable. It sort of actually makes us feel bad that we were away for so long. Really, I mean, I think that they probably made us feel so bad that we'll have to come back a bit sharpish. I think like next year or something. I don't know, or the year after at least. It's just been amazing. I mean, fans are waiting outside the hotel, the expectation. It kind of puts pressure on you because we haven't been here for so long, and the expectation and everything else. But it's that sort of gives you an edge as well and fires you up, I think, as well. Fans have been absolutely brilliant, and last night's show in Sydney was absolutely fantastic. I mean, all the shows have been fantastic so far. The crowds have been great, but they were just, they just went off on their own actually at one point, just chanting, and singing and this, that, and the other. It was shouting, whatever. It was amazing, and even Bruce couldn't shut them up, so it was quite amazing.
Well, I mean, obviously this is, it's a lot of the material you're playing. You haven't played for quite some time as well, so how's that all going?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like playing stuff off a new album in a way, because some of the stuff we haven't played for 20 odd years, and Yannick, in fact, hasn't played the stuff at all, some of it. So, it's, it always takes 5 or 6 gigs anyway to sort of really get far on all 6, I think, really for us, and everybody, crew and everybody really, I suppose, but certainly for us playing, and it goes for any tour of any type of material. But even the last tour where we did like the whole album from start to finish, same sort of thing really, I'd say 5 or 6 shows, and basically so far we've done like 5 shows. This is the 6th one tonight, so hopefully we be performing all right. I shouldn't say that, should I? I shouldn't really say that. It's fate, isn't it? But I think things are settling down. The sound on stage now is a lot more consistent, and makes a little difference. Everyone's kind of getting more comfortable, and there's bound to be a few little things here and there. But that's normal.
And obviously we've got the flying bus, or among other names people are calling it. I mean, this is the first time anybody's really done this, but I know you guys are used to travelling all the time. But how are you finding this?
It's fantastic. I mean, it's definitely the way to travel, without a doubt. I mean, obviously, it's tougher than people thought it would. I must admit, I was actually saying beforehand, I thought it wouldn't be as easy as, you think, oh, great, private plane and everything else. But it's a lot of mileage there, a lot of flying, and it does knacker you out. And then everyone's had the old Delhi belly as well, so it don't help. It's fantastic. I mean, it really is. I mean, me and Davey sort of pinched each other and sort of went, bloody hell, remember the cart and horses, now this, incredible really. Anything that's going to make travelling easier is a good thing. And, the fact that we can, we play Perth for the first time because we were able to, with a plane like this, we can go where the bloody hell we want really, pretty much. So, at the end of the day, it's great all round really, can't knock it at all.
Well, as I say, I mean, we were talking briefly about Sydney between ourselves earlier. I mean, obviously this is one of your favourite cities, you were saying. Is there anywhere else besides here you're looking forward to get to? Because we're going to a couple of new places.
Yeah, I mean, we played Perth already, which I was looking forward to that because I've never been there. That was really good. I really liked it there. I liked the audience, and I liked the place. It was great. Sydney I've always liked anyway. It's probably my favourite Australian city, really. I don't know, it's just something about the place. Just really like it, even the outskirts and stuff. And we've been before, not on this trip, but earlier trips. I've always liked it. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to Costa Rica. You know, that's really an unusual place for us to play. Colombia as well will be really interesting. I mean, there's been so many fans from Colombia over the years that have come to see us other places and said, "Oh, when are you coming to Colombia?" And so it's great we finally going there. And there's a few other countries still to go like that we still haven't been to. You know, places like China, Bangkok in Thailand, and places like that, South Korea. There's a few still on the list where we need to get the old darts out and get them a bit sharpened up and get in there. So and now with a plane like this, there's no reason why we can't go, to all those places, in the future. And so it's exciting times. I mean, it's great for Bruce as well because he's doing two things that he loves now as well. And I know he always likes to do 4 things at once, but he's at least doing 2 of them at the moment. So it's great. He's enjoying. He's excited about being out doing this with with the plane and everything else. We're all excited, but probably not as much as he is. But because he's flying the thing some of the time, and it's great.
So really, I mean, obviously we're at a stage now, we're in Australia, so have you got any messages for the fans where we're going?
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously Japan is next on the list. Well, we got Brisbane first, but then we got Japan, and I'm always look forward to playing Japan. I love playing Japan. It's one of my favourite places. No matter how many times I go there, I always like going back. So I'm looking forward to there. And obviously, Yaki Harbour, gadget shopping and stuff like that. There's other people like this guy here who will be definitely up for that. I know that. The geeky dude, yeah. Yes. We're definitely up for that. He'll probably go AWOL when we get down there, but. Yeah, and I mean, all the places we're going to are interesting places, and even some places that we've been before, it's still interesting to go back there. And I think all the shows are going to be really good. I'm really excited. I'm always excited about touring, but I don't know. There seems to be something special happening with this. I don't know if it's just because of the plane and everything else, and the fact that we're doing, the sort of Power Slave, Summer in Time, Seventh Son era. I don't know what it is, but it's. You can't even put your finger on it really, but something's going on. Yeah. And it's definitely a buzz.
So basically the message to the fans is, just...
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the message to the fans is other than we're going to come and kick your asses, but... yeah, exactly. But then we always do that anyway, or we try and do that. But I think it's going to be good. It's going to be, we're all very excited. That's the message, that we're very excited. We're literally looking forward to coming to your country, your town, wherever you may be. We're coming to Iron Maiden's coming to get you. We bloody are and all.
No matter how far.
Don't take long, don't hang around. Okay, let's go.
Brisbane Entertainment Centre, the last show of the Australian tour, which is quite sad really, and it's actually placed in what seems to be the middle of a swamp. But it's a very strange place, but there's plenty of people here tonight and everyone's pretty excited about it. So as always, let's wander out into the crowd and see what lunacy we can find. Come with me. Okay, well, our first bunch of intrepid rockers here are, if you want to give me your name and where you're from, that'd be fantastic.
Kayla Lee, and currently I'm living around Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giselle living in Brisbane as well.
Okay.
Andrea living in Brisbane.
Dave, Ipswich, Australia, Two Head City.
Well, that's funny. I was born in Ipswich, England, so yeah, my sort of cousins thing is going on there, maybe.
I picked up some porn sites from Ipswich. It's kinky, man.
Yeah, it's a dangerous place. Anyway, have any of you guys seen Iron Maiden before? You seen any of the other dates on the tour so far?
No, I wanted to go to the Sydney one. I was down there for Bon Jovi, and I wanted to stay for the Sydney one, but yes, money.
And time and everything.
Oh yes. Oh, the time wasn't an issue. It was a bit of money.
But have any of you guys actually seen Iron Maiden before, or no? First time for everyone?
This is the first concert for me.
Andrew's first ever.
First concert
ever concert, yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Something to really look forward to, actually.
Well, what are you going to expect tonight? Any ideas, or?
I expect burst eardrums, actually.
Burst eardrums.
If I'm standing next to these
And
guys,
then wearing tights.
No.
That's what I'm here for. Nah.
Something to worry about you a little bit.
I did say it's from Ipswich.
There's just not enough spandex in music these days.
Well, this was discussed with the band prior to the tour, but it seemed to fall on deaf ears. I won't go into why. But okay, is there any particular songs you're looking forward to hearing tonight, or just is it first time to see Iron Maiden, just catch the whole show?
Hallowed be thy name? Definitely.
No, all their songs are awesome, so we're happy to hear anything.
Hallowed be thy name. Rock on. I enjoy Iron Maiden. Oh, shut up. Rock on.
I'm expecting my 5-year-old's favourite, Fear of the Dark.
Oh, Fear of the Yes, that's always a good one.
Yeah, I'm easy.
Yep.
The next song's better than the previous one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you place Brisbane in terms of rock towns around Australia? I mean, everyone sort of, Perth said they were the best, Melbourne said they were the best.
Yes, Queensland's got to be the best. Absolutely.
By far?
By far.
Only 2 states to be in, Queensland and Pest.
Well, we've just attracted another collection of people here, and I assume most of you from Brisbane. Everybody seems to be here tonight.
Oh, I flew in from England for this, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hence the shirt.
And hence the shirt. Yeah, follow them everywhere. Oh, mate, I love Black Sabbath.
So you're looking forward to a bit of War Pigs and a bit of
yeah. Oh, it's great. They're getting a bit old, but I think they're doing a good job.
Getting there. So what's your name and where are you from, really?
I'm from Martin. I'm originally from England. I live just down the road, mate.
Okay.
So,
and a big metalhead, obviously.
Oh,
like your rock.
Mate. Love it. Yeah, it's
obviously
good.
Sabbath. But what about the Maiden? Have you ever seen them before?
Yeah, when I was 18.
Yeah.
About 5-6 years ago.
This will be back home though, or?
Yeah, back there, mate. Yeah,
okay.
Back in the motherland.
Yes, it's somewhere we haven't been to for seems like ages. But anyway,
He wasn't in chains.
yeah, at that point. And what about yourself?
From Townsville, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just flew down for the day.
Oh, literally just come down for the show, yeah?
Yeah, flew down this morning, fly back tomorrow afternoon.
And you said you're a member of the fan club, yeah?
Yeah, I've been a member for about 10 years now, I suppose.
Wow, okay.
It's something that I've loved for a lot of years. 76 was my first album.
Crikey.
So I was 12 years old at the time, 42 now. 30 years I've been waiting for this concert.
Wow.
And
so this is the first time you've seen them?
This is the first time I've seen them. First time I've been able to see them. First time I was too young. Second time I didn't know they were coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Third time, mate, fan club, get the tickets before.
Yeah.
So
the
I was
pre-sale,
happy, pre-sale. Happy with that. Couldn't ask for anything better than this concert, man.
Okay, well, first of all, just tell me what your names and where you're from.
Yeah, I'm Patrick.
Yep.
And I'm living in Brisbane, but I'm from New Zealand originally.
Yep.
I've been an Iron Maiden fan for 25 years.
Yeah. And you're just telling me you've been waiting a long time for this show, right?
A long time. Yeah. I've missed all 4 concerts in Australia. They've never ever been to New Zealand.
Yeah.
I think they might have been there.
Oh yeah, long time ago.
Long time ago. But I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I've been into them since I was 8 years old.
Yeah. Do you remember that first album?
Killer's album.
Killer's. Oh, Diana. Okay.
Yeah. And just blew me away. Completely changed my life.
Yeah.
It really, really did. Yeah.
Does that remain your favourite album to this day, or?
No, it doesn't.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very difficult. Number of the Beast always holds for me.
Yeah. Of course. There you go. You got your shirt. Yeah.
The old school.
Proper shirt.
Yeah. But been waiting for some time.
Okay. And what about yourself, sir? Where are you from?
I'm from Brisbane also.
Yeah. A big Maiden fan, or just down for the sort of into the rock, or?
No, big Maiden fan since I was about 12. So.
Okay. And you were born and bred Brisbane, right?
Born and bred in Brisbane, yeah.
Okay. And so what are you looking forward to tonight? Anything in particular, or do you know what's coming, or?
We have no idea.
No idea at all.
No, this is Maiden, and this is it, and probably our only chance to see them.
Yeah.
And this is.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. I'm sure it has to be the last one. It has to be, surely.
Could be mildly surprised.
Hopefully not. I know. I hope so.
Yeah.